Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see from the team setup, we're running a Rukia with Blitz, Marksman on our Newsman. We have Shanks, Stolfo, Irons and Uma. So let me place my team in this, is it? Right, I fully forgot. I think it was, yeah, let me just put it here, so let me save it here, you can see the setup. So we're running this Bourbon my Uma with Shackled Sights, and I've got Deadeye on my Shackled Sights, so it gives Uma more crit. And then for our irons, I'm running this burb, another decent burb with Ice Queen's Rest. It has Jack of All, so I'm using it. Then for my Astolfo, I'm running this Fu 14.2%, and I'm also running a Jack of All Frozen Admiral. Just want that cost reduction, that's why I have that one on him. And then for my Shanks, I'm running this bird, which is high crit damage, decent range, and a high damage. And I'm running my Enthusiast Walk with Divinity. And then for my Newsman, I am running a C1 Chopper, so he's applying Nullify per hit. Yes, I know we've got Rukia for Nullify as well, but she needs to first freeze an enemy before she applies it, so just having Chopper apply it instantly is just slightly better. So if enemies do start passing through, I mean, the enemies are moving quite fast towards the end of the map, I mean at the end of the game, so just applying it instantly is just slightly better. And then we got speed boost on him, and I got fortune 3 on that. And then for Rukia, I'm running a Blitz Rukia. I do have a Monarch one, but you need multiple placements. So if you got Deadeye, Ethereal, Blitz, Marksman, just use whichever one you want. And yeah, you need 3 placements by the way. So you can see my stats are kind of chopped, but I just got, I guess, good SPA and good range, the main 2 things. And yeah, I'm running this bird on her, which gives her like high water, that high damage, good range, good crit chance, and good crit damage. And I'm running her own Homori on her with Jack of All. And we're going to be using a Caloric Stone to bring in Scaly King. And for him, we're running King of Trash with Deadeye and a crit burb. So it has like 32% crit damage and 20% crit chance. And I have Deadeye on my Brook because that is his most optimal trait. So let's just get into this run, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Okay, so starting off, you're gonna see we're gonna place off our Uma, and then we go from there. The early game should not be hard at all. The only point this run actually gets slightly difficult is wave 30 onwards. After that, I mean before that, it's not hard at all. And yeah, as I was saying, yeah, this run is not hard at all. You'll see that for the most part, the run goes very smoothly. The only part that is difficult is, as I said, the wave 30 boss, and of course the wave 40 boss. You'll see in this run, I could have easily got 500 million, 500 billion more, or not more damage. I'm just speaking, I'm just yapping, bro. So I could have got upwards of 500 billion damage, but the reason why I didn't was because stalling that wave 40 boss is such a pain in the ass, mate. You'll see what I mean. It's actually so frustrating. But yeah, the basics are gonna be there. Do your Uma stats, 4 irons, you caloric your Brooklyn, and in terms of the spell setup, I'll put that on the bottom right screen as usual. I want you guys to notice that you want to utilize the cost reduction from your irons or of the overloads, so you upgrade units that are cheap before you actually upgrade the strong units. You'll see what I mean. I do it a few times. So I think right here is when I do it. So I upgraded Uma once, right? Surely. That's after this next part. And yeah, as you can see, I put upgrade into Uma before upgrading my iron slightly. And now at wave 8, I place both my Rukias a few seconds apart, so staggered placements. And yeah, I'm gonna set them to strongest as well. I forgot to set them to strongest, but you do that as well. But yeah, just keep doing your Uma stats. Place your shanks right up here. Go into sandbox and check your range beforehand. Just give him 40% more range, and yeah, test how much of the path you can cover. You're going to be hitting base or the enemy spawn, and as far back as possible. And remember, you don't place a third Rukia, and that third Rukia is going to be used for stalling later on. But yeah, early game should not be hard at all. You can see I'm putting upgrades into my irons, using a Stolfos Hippogriff over here, just to get his buffs going. He's giving us 10% more range and 20% more damage on all units. And if you use the spellbook on Shanks, you'll get 20% range and 40% more damage. But yeah, these mana leaks are not an issue. You've got summons and you've got Umakle now. And you want irons to be slightly hitting that bend before you even think about upgrading Shanks. And you place your newsmans down. You're gonna have one newsman placement that you just don't place at all. Because you're gonna be using that spare newsman to slow the bosses, you see what I mean? Because if you use the water interaction on Rukia, let Rukia apply absolute zero, and then you hit with newsman, a water unit, it allows you to actually slow the boss by 50% for 20 seconds. But yeah, wave 20 boss, you should not struggle at all. If I see some people struggling, low-key, I might have to bumper class you all, you know? Ah, you nuts, you nuts. Oh my days, oh my days. But yeah, low-key, it should be easy. You see what I mean? Like, I don't even have all my units up, but yeah, this boss is so easy. I think Ainz' summons alone could kill this boss. With just one person stalling. But you want to make sure you use Shanks' ability to stun this guy. Or stun this girl. And yeah, this is the one fatal thing I want you guys to notice is your Rukias, you're going to get them to full AoE but at separate times. So get them to one upgrade before full AoE. And just wait until you have enough yen to get them both to full AoE. And you do your timings 3 seconds apart. 3.5 seconds ideally. But 3 seconds if you want to do it like you're gonna eyeball it. So yeah, I'll wait a bit. 3 seconds has passed and upgrade the other one. That way they're not attacking at the same time. Meaning you're always, not always, but you're having absolute zero. It's absolute zero, absolute street, I don't know. Absolute zero on the enemies consistently. Or more consistent than usual. So yeah, that's why you have to do it. But yeah, keep doing your Uma stats. Shouldn't be too hard to follow. And yeah, we're approaching wave 30. Wave 30 is when it gets slightly difficult. You'll see what I mean. Oh my days. Yo, can you actually hear me? Hello, hello, yo. So like, basically, oh my days, can you guys actually hear me? Low key, if I whisper, yeah, it's allowed. Now, I'm not even whispering anymore, but like, yo, oh I don't know, man. I'm just too tired, bro. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. What am I actually doing? It's like, was it 1:30 a.m.? Oh my days. I low key should just go sleep, but you know, I'll give you guys the video. But yeah, in terms of doing what you should do, this is not hard at all. Oh my days. Okay, let me just focus, mate. Okay, wave 30. This is where things get slightly difficult. And it's where you have to focus. So you max Zuma, you put auto upgrade onto your Stoffel, and you max Brook as well. Turn off your auto stun on your Shanks. And do your Brook buff before the boss spawns. Well, he spawned already, but let me get this out of the way quick. And you can see the boss is being slowed. This is because of Rukia's interaction with water units. Now you put that auto on your Shanks so you can consistently stun the boss. And you only get one Rukia to upgrade 13. Okay. So after a Stowful Spearing, we're gonna use Brook's nuke. And then quickly use Rukia's nuke as well. And give your spellbook back to Shanks. And yeah, you wanna keep following this boss with Newsman. Make sure that you keep following it. And whenever this boss does leave Rukia's range, you're gonna use that third Rukia placement we do have to apply absolute 0 before placing your Newsman again. You'll see what I mean. But this is why slowing these bosses is so annoying. It's because it's not as consistent as you would want it to be. Especially when so many units are also attacking. Because those units could waste your absolute 0. But now this is what you do. You place Rukia and you just keep slowing with Newsman. And now you set the Shanks back to closest targeting once the boss has left its range. Now Uma should be up at wave 37 ideally. Or wave 30 or wave 39. And now you see we have both Rukias at the front to upgrade 13. And you keep following this boss as much as possible. Keep following it with Rukia and thingy, but yeah, you can see at this point I knew the boss was gonna die because he was very low. So I low-key just did my Brook buff before, quick ASAP. And yeah, now to focus on the front. So I had Shanks' ability off. And as soon as the boss spawns, I use Shanks' ability. And I did max that. Newsman, same with this one. So Shanks' ability auto. And you're gonna keep applying Newsman onto this boss. Make sure he has no breathing room. Use your Stowful Spear, because these mobs are tanky. And you just keep following him with Newsman. He's pretty fast, you know, so you have to be as efficient as possible. And ideally you want your Shanks to be set to bosses at this point, so he's also stunning him as well. But yeah, here is why you can see why this boss is so frustrating to deal with. He sprinted for so long. And look at this bastard. Look at him. Crash. He's actually such a shot, bro. But yeah, you can see he sprinted a lot in this run, which cooked me over so bad. Here he's like, it's so annoying. But Uniton auto skip off at wave 46. and just pray you can like get the timing right. And yeah, you click yes before you die, and that's it for the strat. I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and yeah, peace.